You know, every single day we make a ton of choices. But what's the real difference between just taking a wild guess and making a genuinely smart decision? Well, the secret ingredient, the game changer, is data. It's what turns a total shot in the dark into a move you can actually feel confident about. Think about this for a second. Have you ever been using your favorite app, maybe scrolling through, and suddenly a feature you use all the time is just gone? And you're just sitting there thinking, wait, what? Why on earth would they get rid of that? It feels completely random, right? Well, I can promise you it was anything but a guess. The real reason behind a change like that is always hiding in the data. But here's the catch. It's not just about having any data. See, there are two totally different kinds, and the secret to making really great decisions is knowing how to use both of them. So let's start with the first one. I want you to think of this type of data as the storyteller. It's not about charts or spreadsheets. Nope. It's all about the story, the context, and the human experience behind everything. Okay, so the official name for this is qualitative data, and it's basically all the non-numerical stuff. It's the rich, descriptive info that really gets to the heart of why people feel the way they do or act the way they do. I mean, just listen to this one sentence. The app is confusing to use. For a developer, hearing that is pure gold. It might be more valuable than 100 pages of reports because it's a direct peek into someone's frustration. That's the storyteller, right there, giving you the real scoop. And that's the key, right? Qualitative data is always asking, why? Why did you get frustrated? Or how? How did that new button make you feel? It's all about getting those descriptive, detailed, open-ended answers, not just a simple yes or no. All right, so now let's flip over to the other side of the coin and meet our second character, the scorekeeper. If the storyteller is giving us the plot, the scorekeeper is, well, keeping score. This is where the numbers come in. And you probably guessed it, this is quantitative data. It's basically any piece of information that you can count or measure. This gives us the hard facts, the stuff we can analyze with statistics. And a number like this, it's just impossible to ignore. 75%. That's a massive, measurable problem flashing like a giant red light. Now, this number doesn't tell you why they left, but it screams that something is seriously wrong on a huge scale. The scorekeeper is always asking questions like, how many people clicked this, or how much time did they spend, or how often do they come back? The answers are always concrete numbers that you can track and compare over time. So let's just put them right next to each other and break it down. You can see the difference clear as day. The storyteller is descriptive. Its whole purpose is to understand reasons through things like interviews. The scorekeeper is numerical. It's all about measuring results with things like surveys. One gives you the depth, the other gives you the scale. So we've got the storyteller and the scorekeeper. Now you might be tempted to ask, which one's better? But that's the wrong question entirely. The real magic, the big aha moment, happens when you bring these two worlds together. Seriously, think about it. The storyteller explains why people are saying your app is confusing. The scorekeeper tells you that a whopping 75% of people agree and are leaving because of it. To actually solve the problem, you absolutely need both pieces of that puzzle. That's where the real power is. And hey, this isn't just some tech company thing. This combo approach is literally everywhere. Let's take something like education. Schools are constantly trying to figure out what really helps students succeed. So a school has all the student test scores, right? That's the scorekeeper's data. It tells them what the results are. But to understand why the scores are what they are, they need student feedback and teacher opinions. That's the storyteller's data. The numbers show the outcome. The stories explain how you got there. Or what about YouTube? They are obsessed with numbers, views, watch time, click-through rates. That's their scorekeeper running 24/7. But you better believe they are also digging through the comments and user feedback to understand why a video went viral or what creators are complaining about. That's the storyteller. It's the same powerful formula. So what's the big idea here? Well, once you start to see this pattern, this little dance between the story and the score, you'll start noticing it everywhere. It's shaping the products you use, the services you rely on, and pretty much the whole world around you. So let's just boil it all down. Qualitative data, our storyteller, explains the why. Quantitative data, our scorekeeper, measures the how many. And when you use them together, that's how you get to the best possible decisions. And this isn't just theory. It's happening in hospitals to improve patient care. It's how WhatsApp decides on new features. It is truly everywhere. So the next time you see a weird update on your phone, or you're even facing a big decision in your own life, just ask yourself, what are the numbers here, and what's the story behind them? Because you can bet that behind every really smart choice, there's a storyteller and a scorekeeper working together. So the real question is, what data is shaping your world right now?